Dear colleagues, today I'd like at first the small analysis situation right now, which have been held right now. So after the middle time of the Ukraine counteroffensive, we have President Power of the Biden-Harris administration. I have in mind the statement of the U.S. State Secretary Antony Blinken, and the entered into the administration chief of the CIA. Also, the meeting as Jens Stoltenberg in Kiev with the Vladimir Zelensky, and the meeting Lukashenko and Putin in St. Petersburg. So the so this is a small vision of the situation right now, and we have one total how the success in the front line change situation in the diplomatic front line. So this is a bad the bad game. The alliance Lukashenko and Putin, the presence Wagner groups in the territory of the Belarus. So I'm sure how the Belarusian leader push the Wagner groups to the to do actions, external actions in the west border of the Belarus. We have only one conclusion right now. Belarusian hand demand to the working Wagner groups, and the spectator guess what will be further usually. So the I think the Mr. Latushka must be more think about the another additional actions against for the executive this provocation. The first part of my topic will be the will continue the statement of the Antony Blinken, who constated about not who he constated about the how the Ukraine forces to make a freedom 50% territory which Russian aggression captured in the March month last year. Well, this is a big success, and right now the defense of the Zetan forces and Donetsk and Lugansk militias are very big, have very strong and strengthened, and the the psychological effect of the Ukraine counteroffensive have influence of the troops in the south of Donetsk directions. And all, I think, how the Mariupol, the main aim, Mariupol Belyas main aim of the counteroffensive in the south direction. Also, so the and I suppose at first part before the first part of my topic to compare the situation in the diplomatic front between Russia and the West coalition, including the aviation coalition. As I said, Anthony Blinken, the question of the 11th country who have aviation coalition and wanted to supplies to the Ukraine F-16s in practical have been a decision. And I suppose right now to comparison situation with the south front of against Russia and Ukraine. I have not mistake. Russian Titan forces sent both of rockets against Nikolaev, Odessa. This is towns have not a relationship with Donetsk, Lugansk. So, and defense in the Donetsk, Lugansk have not a relationship. But these towns have a relationship to the Crimea, with the Crimea story, and no amazing how the Ukraine forces under the leadership Zelensky have the main aim to the enter into the Crimea in this year. And certainly this is a very big rockets, and I think the last Despire rocket hit of the Orthodox the Christians temple cathedral in the Odessa, the main cathedral in the Odessa Oblast. This is a disappear step due to the I think one reason. Russian Titan forces have not anything additional rockets, missiles for the continue rockets shooting of the south town in Ukraine. But it's very, and I suppose to comparison, Ukraine forces attack with the use drone as an implement to the base of the depots, military depots, and military infrastructure object, the Crimea Bridge. The Crimea Bridge, in the conditions of the war, this is a military object, because by this is communication have suffered of the not only Donetsk and Lugansk groups of the Donetsk militias, but the Zetan forces in the Khersonskaya, Zaporizhskaya oblasts. And Ukraine drones attacked in the Kirovsky rayon, Kirovsky district, the military depots, and in the Krasnogvaretsky, in center of the Crimea, another military depots. So blood explosive was very big and necessary to the evacuation of the population. This is evacuation very interesting. How the Crimea channel have not the water. This is a wow. This is the biggest achievement of the Ukrainian forces, but certainly with the help of the Russian stupid action about the destroy, blast the Novokakhovskaya Dam. Jesus, you may to comparison, and the Russian media have not denied this. This is a fact. So the how the destroyed the grain coverages, depots with the grain, and destroy the cathedral, and on the one hand, and attack to the criminal. Oh, criminal. Very laughing. The attack against the military depots in Krasnogvardeyski, Kievsky Raion, and the map I'll publish submission in my tweet tomorrow morning. This is another hand. Jesus, and suddenly this is very because second part of my topic, I like the new how the under Russian government under the leadership Tatiana Golikova formed the student volunteers, student guards in the quantity of 200,000 for the lab, the trade, not trade, lab army in the south of the Ukraine, in the Zaporizhzhia, Khersonskaya Oblast. One of the task, this is a student guards will be have clear the cost of the banks of not banks, so the cost of the Dnieper River, which avoid of the water after the dump, blast dump, and clear the territory out of the bodies of the animals, humanity bodies, and funeral of them. Yes, and nobody granted that the Russian language шальная пуля will kill one of them, the student. This is a brief of for the families of this is students, and certainly the Russian secretary, Russian ministers of the higher education must be insured and granted the life of this is a young people. The insurance certainly of this is a life, young lives must be out of the budget, federal budget. But certainly officials will insurance from the budget of the new Zaporizhzhia and maybe Donetskaya, Khersonskaya Oblast of annexated Russia, which annexated Russia. And the second part of my topic will be the occasion with Benjamin Netanyahu, who have a medical charge operation by the entered cardio stimulator into the heart. This is very biggest achievement. This is achievement and class of work of the medical service in the Israel. If in the Saturday Benjamin Netanyahu has been feel the bad in the arrhythmia in the heart activities, and at this time immediately he get the medical service and by the operation medical judge operation he get the cardiostimulator, and already in the Monday, i.e. tomorrow, he will go to the work. I don't know, this is a very incredible and already today he had a statement out of the hospital, which, as I told above, he won't leave yesterday, tomorrow morning. So this is a problem of the Israel. This is the court reform, which the vote about decision of it will be decision out of the voting with the Israeli Knesset. So the independence, this is reform breaking the independence government and the court system of the Israel, and certainly but it's very interesting how the Israel is a democracy country where the enforcement, especially the organs of the internal inland business, have a relationship with the government. So the party who win in the election, in the general election, named also the Minister of the Internal Business. Russia, the turnover. Minister of the Internal Business named by the President. Right now, Vladimir Putin, when was named government after the Dmitry Medvedev, Mikhail Mishustin changed government. Mikhail Mishustin, rather than didn't study the removing of the forces ministers in the Russian Federation. So the totally in the case of the captain's reform, court reform with the Israel, the executive power will be more rights, more rules against the court system. The main feature of the law country, the independence executive order, not only out of the law power, but also the reject of the court system. And not only the executive power want the acceptance and advanced own decision in the practical of the life. And right now, independent of the court system, independent court system have a right by the law reject some of the law and acceptance of the law and decision of the Israeli Israeli government. And so the Benjamin Netanyahu, who have six term the power, and they use the richest experiences with the interaction of the court system, want to take more power, more rule in comparison to the court system. But the seven this is incredible. The 7 months in a row, Israeli people, citizens, and also the military forces have protested about it, and even the some soldiers refused to provide service in the Israel army under the Tzahal due to the court reform of the Benjamin Netanyahu not welcoming in their minds. This is a low mind of Israeli people. This is a democracy, democracy society, and the very difficult also in democracy society, very difficult have a balance, the equilibrium with the executive power and with the court system, the court law, the court system. So, but here they are very interesting. The feature, the executive order in Israel attractive for the help with victory with to take victory with the court system, the law system, Knesset, and Knesset must be voted to vote of and approval by the law, the reform which push which advancing government under the leadership Benjamin Netanyahu and Jesus. And the last features of about the second part of my topic, the enforcement, despite the biggest protest in Israel, the 100,000, the last demonstration was will participation 260,000 demonstration participation enforcement helmet beating and another anti-humanity actions against the demonstrants participation of the protested action of it. and um, this is controversy between the judicial order and court system, and our court system have also also in the Europe, some countries in the Europe. But today, your understanding, I want would not to name these countries. I think it will be very clear in 2.5 months. I think. I am believing that the law will be very support of support the in the rule the law law right in this country. The higher of the law, this is the main principle for all the next progress of the humanity. And the last topic of today, today the appearance of the law of the law, right, allows to the for example establish the who victory in the Spain right forces or the left forces. So the main story due to the Spain with the polarization of political forces will be two forces, left and more left and more right. And so this is observation very interesting due to the some countries, for example, the Sweden, Netherlands have, and others have trend to the right, to the right hand. So, thank you. Bye. Bye.